Hello, hello, and welcome back to my channel. And we are currently 3 weeks out from the IPF Bench Press World Championships. So, this past week was a little more eventful. My squats and deadlifts are still very light. We're really not pushing those lifts at all for this little block. We're just sort of lifting lighter to maintain where we are and not get too fatigued so that it affects my bench. Bench moved really well this week. I had a top raw single of 190 pounds and that moved very well. Equipped bench moved, well, I kind of screwed myself over with equipped bench, I have to be honest. So I have some prescribed warm-ups for equipped bench, but the day that I did equip bench, I was feeling really good. I was just really mentally dialed in. I was feeling strong. I had just had 2 days off of lifting after my really long hike on Thursday. I took Friday off, so that was 2 days with no lifting at all. So I was feeling fresh, I was feeling strong. So after my warm-ups, I went up a little bit in weight and then up again a little bit in weight and then up again. And I ended up accidentally, hitting a bench PR. That was unplanned. I just was really riding the high of feeling so good. Anyway, that will not happen again. But the point of the story is that by the time I got to equipped bench, after just hitting this raw PR, by the end of my equipped bench, I was feeling pretty tired. It was going on to hour 3 of training. Somehow, I don't know how the time just flew by that quickly. But anyway, it's an hour 3 of training. And my last reps were not as strong as they should have been. So anyway, lesson learned. Won't happen again. So that was this past week. In the week coming up, on Saturday, I actually have my heaviest equipped bench before Worlds. I only have 2 more equipped sessions before Worlds, so I have to bring it and make these last 2 sessions count because we are almost there. So anyway, yes, this Saturday I have 5 singles, 5 touches in the shirt, and in addition to some board work. So we are going to give it my best on Saturday and we will see. My other lifts this week are squat and bench are sort of, as I mentioned, sort of boring right now, I should say. They've been moving really well though, so that's good. I think I've had some technique PRs maybe, so yay, small wins. Raw bench, I have a top single of 195 pounds this week. So not crazy heavy, but that's not the goal. And I will not go crazy heavy unless Natalie tells me to. Also, excitingness. So September 30th was the deadline for final nominations for Worlds. So this means that by September 30th, all of the teams have to give their final nominations, as you'd think. So there were some lifters who left the competition who, for whatever reason, maybe travel restrictions, maybe they didn't pay the fees or whatever. Anyway, for whatever reason, they are not coming. But also, more importantly, for me, we have to declare our weight classes, and those cannot change now. Leading into Worlds. So, judging by that little intro, you might suspect that there might be a weight class change for me, and there will be. So, initially, actually, a few weeks ago, I thought I would be competing in 2 weight classes that were spaced a little bit farther apart. I had planned on competing as a 63 for equipped and a 52 for raw. My reasoning is that at Worlds, of course, Of course, I want to do my best. Of course, everybody wants to do their best, especially at Worlds, like on the world stage. That's the perfect place to hit a PR. However, my goal for Worlds, or my goals for Worlds, is I want a medal. I want to bring home a medal, and that is my priority for Worlds. And just the way that nominations had been looking a couple of weeks ago, it looked like my best options to bring home a medal were to compete as a 63 in equipped and a 52 in raw. However, there have been some changes, and I am now competing as a 57 in equipped, which is good because that's sort of my walking around weight anyway. So no cut. Should be easy breezy. I won't have to try to guzzle a bunch of water to hit 57.01 and compete as a 63. But I have never competed as a 52 before, so I'm a little bit nervous. I've been on a bit of a cut for a little while. I'm working with Kristin Pope of Dynamic Pursuit right now, and she is going to help me get down to a reasonable weight. I'm thinking like 54.5 or so, and then do a small water cut to 52 so that I can weigh in at 52 on the day of the competition. My weight's been a little bit stubborn lately, but I trust Kristin. We're going to get there, and we're going to see. It's very nerve-wracking, especially after doing a cut. You never know how it, or if it will affect your bench, I should say. But I mean, that is my best option for a medal. I don't think I have a chance as a 57, judging by who is on the final nomination list. So you get to come along with me on a water cut in Lithuania, I guess. Anyway, that is my only update, or my big news, I suppose, for this week. Just going to grind out this week and hopefully have a good equipped bench session on Saturday, sort of the peak of the training cycle before Lithuania. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you for following along on my journey, and thank you for your support as always. We'll see you all next week. Bye.